Time present and time past, or perhaps both present in time future. These lines from T.S. Eliot's poem Burnt Norton indicate the interconnected nature of time. My dear friends, how we understand times shape our lives in ways which are profound as well as subtle. Even in the scheme of UPSC, you have time as an important theme. For instance, in topics like you can't step on the same river twice, the years teach much than the days, and many more similar topics. Time as a theme has been properly explored. In this podcast, we make a humble effort to understand what is the essence of time, to understand the importance of time and also its impact. Not only from a UPSC exams point of view, but also from the larger scheme of life. Welcome, sir. How are you today?
I'm good. Umesh, how are you?
Doing great, sir. Philosophers, poets, and even scientists, sir, they have defined what time is as per them. As per you, sir, is time nothing but just clock ticking, or is there something very meaningful and deep in that?
So I've been thinking about time, in my own capacity, according to my own cranial capacity. As much as possible, I've been thinking about the nature of time, and I'm not a philosopher or anyone, but whenever you chase a success, you want to achieve certain goal. So there is always certain timeline. And when we became teachers and mentors, when we guide students, so when I take orientations, I talk about the importance of time. So while talking about the importance of time, we have to talk about the time also. So we keep telling people, you have to respect time, you have to value time. So when we say you have to respect time, is time an entity, right? Something that exists, right?
In an
of course,
object.
as you said, yeah,
In an objective way.
philosophers have said many things about time. That I think we'll be discussing about it. So I started looking at time from a totally different perspective, because you were asking my own opinion, though it may sound totally out of the world or irrational, but I have my own understanding of the time, my own theory of time. So I think I coined my own phrase that time is God, right? So what we worship as God, right? Rather than worshipping something as a God, we should be worshipping time. It is because of time that we are alive. It is because of time that we die. It is because of time that everything exists, is my theory. So time is something that is supreme, that is supreme truth, or supreme God. So that is my understanding of time. Time is everything.
So that's quite interesting, because when you look at Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, I am the time, I am the destroyer of the worlds as such. It is this time which gives life a meaning, which gives events a meaning as such. And that's absolutely true. But when you brought philosophy, St. Augustine said, what is time then? If someone asks me, I might not be able to explain it. If no one asks me, I know what is time. That is the difficulty of it, because time as such, physicists say that it is nothing but a chronological order of events and measurement and things like this.
Moments.
Yes. But when you ask a philosopher, they can't define time in that proper, real manner which can appeal to each and everyone, because as far as I believe, it is our perception which gives time a meaning as such. What do you think, sir?
I remember reading in the introduction of Stephen Hawking's book, a brief introduction to time.
To time, I guess.
Yeah. So in the introduction, he talks about Big Bang. So around 13.8 billion years ago, this Big Bang took place. And he makes a statement in the book, in the introduction, there was no time for God to create the universe. Time didn't exist, prior to
Big Bang.
So there was no time for God. So it has two meanings. There was no time for God to create something. The time didn't exist, before Big Bang or something. So there is a philosophical understanding of the time, and then there is, the scientific, from the physics perspective, understanding of the time. And that when you move into a black hole, right? So everything vanishes, including the time
Time as
also.
such, yeah.
Right. So these are interesting theories, and not now, but in the past, I used to watch interesting podcasts on time. Everything is confusing. There is no conclusive theory about time. Nobody. It is still a question that is still where the best minds in the world are trying to find an answer. So as such, we have to look at this aspect of time, from the perspective of because everyone is different. Everyone's goals and aspirations are different. So I see time from the perspective of my own ambition and my own purpose, my own purpose in the sense why am I here? So I got a purpose. So now running this institution, and then beyond the institution, you have so many other goals. So I think there is a boundary where I have restricted myself, because if you dwell deep into these questions, I think I have this fear of losing my mind. So, so as long as I am here, as much as time I have, let me pursue things I love, rather than.
So that's quite interesting, because when you brought the differentiation between science and philosophy, science, I feel it tends to take time in a linear way, past, present, future. But in the intro, when I spoke about T.S. Eliot's poetry, time past and time present are perhaps both present in time future, it talks about an interconnected. It's not linear as such, it could be cyclical. And if you also brought religion into the perspective, we believe in the Skala Chakra. The time repeats itself. And I don't think, as you said, we can have a universal understanding of what time is. But for the sake of our discussion, for the sake of our students, time is something which gives meaning. Time is something which brings value to the life of others. Am I right in thinking like that, sir?
No, you are right, absolutely. I mean, my value, my worth, it is all measured in time. May not be directly, but at least indirectly, it is all measured in time. And when you're talking about physics, like whether it is theory of relativity, theory of special relativity, or everything, So I was watching a podcast, like why and how, the dimension of time was brought into all these, physics calculations or formula, right? So why time, the dimension of the time? They gave multiple answers. You can also explore why. So I was so confused, like why bring time into everything, right? So I think when you look at the evolution of humans and then evolution of thought, the evolution, we are living in the age of intelligence. We are moving into the age of super intelligence. So the way the time is treated, from the beginning to current. Now everything is swift and fast, right? In the shortest duration of time, we want everything to happen, right? Like in few seconds, we want to solve the toughest mathematical problem, maybe using quantum chip or something, So we want to blink it, like we want to get something, in a very short value of time, shortest
The
duration
whole
of time.
advertisement of Blinkit is 10-minute delivery.
Yeah. So why? Why you want to achieve so much in the shortest duration of time? Is it because time is something that a commodity, or something that you don't believe in, or you don't trust, or like you have short supply of time, right? So what is the understanding of time from the daily life's perspective?
So I'm getting this dialogue in my mind. This is from that famous movie, I think, Mungaru Made. Time is a pakka 420.
Time is pakka 420. Yeah.
Many people view time as such because they feel that, no, and their feeling is also right. We are on a limited time period on this planet, and they want to achieve a lot many things by taking shortcuts. But if you want to achieve anything great, if you want to go far, you need to give your process the adequate amount of time it deserves, rather than going or taking a shortcut as such. And People, when they take shortcuts, I think that is when they have this negative feeling and they want to rush and
So
do
you
things
said
like
time
that.
is pakka 420, no? Like from
No, not me, sir. Mungaru Mali.
Mungaru Mali. From two perspective.
Yes,
One,
sir.
we value time because we have memory,
Mhm.
right? So memory of the past,
Mhm.
because whatever moments you faced, whatever experiences you have had, they're stored as memories.
Mhm.
So that is why in relation to time, you are able to explain them, recall them,
Mhm.
right? So that is when the concept of time comes,
Mhm.
or 1 year ago, long ago, right?
Mhm.
So when you want to talk about the present, what we are doing, so
Mhm.
in terms of minutes and seconds, we will do it.
Mhm.
But when it comes to future,
Mhm.
right? So we have this imaginatory, hypothetical timeline, like
Mhm.
over a period of these many years or something. But that is totally dark,
Mhm.
uncertain. It hasn't happened yet.
Mhm.
But the present moment will become a memory eventually. So
Mhm.
as it becomes part of the memory, gets
Mhm.
added to our memory.
Mhm.
So that is when the sense of time, the value of time, because
Mhm.
now you are calculating the next moment,
Mhm.
in relation to the past moments,
Mhm.
right? How much time I have.
Mhm.
I had this much time to do something, maybe as part of the regret or guilt or whatever. You want to value time. You want to. So that is when I think this concept of time, comes into picture. From an ordinary man's
Mhm.
perspective, it's mainly because of the memories we carry.
Mhm. True, sir. When you look at the philosophers, that is what they say. It is our thinking process, our perception, which gives time. So basically, time is nothing but a construct of human mind. Now, you were talking about general theory of relativity, and you have Albert Einstein. He is associated with this famous analogy. If you are sitting with a girl, even if you're sitting with her for 1 hour, it feels like 1 minute. And on the other hand, if you are on a stove, sitting on a stove, and you're sitting just for 1 minute, it appears like 1 hour. It's absolutely true, sir. Our mind constructs time, and from there it builds. At this point in time, I might be enjoying something that I'm doing, but maybe 5 years down the line, if I look back at my past, I might I might have felt okay, it was not so enjoyable. Maybe I will feel a little bit of regret as such. For you, sir, what my next question is, when we talk about time, many people think that we are slaves to time. And on the other hand, there is another group of people who think that we can master time. Where do you stand in this debate, sir?
Regarding this, what I have found out is that
Mhm.
now what is fab, mindfulness and everything.
Mhm.
So through my own experiences and learning from books and everything, started realizing, living in the moment,
Mhm.
right? So doesn't matter like what time, which time, forget about the time,
Mhm.
right? Don't have time frame for anything.
Mhm.
Even when you want to achieve a goal, so don't have a time frame like in 1 year, in 2 year, in 3 years you want to do this.
Mhm.
That's not going to happen,
Mhm.
right? I think it is just about now. So the moment, the current moment. Now, are you going to associate with NOW now with some time?
Mhm.
I don't think you need to do that,
Mhm.
right? You have to just flow. The way time flows,
Mhm.
right? The way we think the time flows, let
Mhm.
it flow,
Mhm.
right? You are here, you keep flowing,
Mhm.
right? Experience the experiences, moments, live the moments, right?
Mhm.
So when we get stuck, when we think about the past or the future, as you said, we become slave of
Mhm.
time.
Mhm.
Our best won't come out, whether it is creativity or efforts, right?
Mhm.
So it will always remain imprisoned, with some aspect of
Mhm.
past or the future.
Mhm.
So I think to become free,
Mhm.
right? The real meaning of freedom, I mean, we were discussing about freedom in the last podcast.
Mhm.
I think freeing ourselves also from the bounds of time, I
Mhm.
think that is another definition of true freedom, I think. So some people have this age factor. Oh, I'm already 30-year-old.
Mhm.
I'm still preparing for the UPSC. Why are you worrying about it?
No, sometimes students ask me, sir, I'm already 26 and I have not cleared this examination. And in my mind, I'll be wondering what I will give to be in his place. But that's the thing.
No, morning itself I met a girl. She said I'm 25 already. I'm already 25.
Mhm.
And I'm still preparing for the UPSC examination.
Mhm.
I mean, when you think like that, you are already 25, 26,
You become a slave
27.
to time, I feel.
You become slave to time, and you are not able to give best. right? I mean, enjoy what you are doing, enjoy what you are learning, right? I think that ultimately adds up, right? So again, you may say with reference to time or anything, it might speed up your success, reduce the time, where you can achieve this success. That is one reference, the way you describe, the way you are going to explain, your success. But more than that, it's about how you have improved, how better individual you have become, how mature you have become. So I think I keep telling, in my speeches wherever I go, you become valuable, right? Opportunities will come chasing. So it's not the time, it is you. You as an individual, your self-worth, your self-esteem, self-respect. So the quality, skills inside you, I think in the present moment, totally focus on the present moment, right? And live those moments, I think you will become really valuable.
True, sir. So what you
Time will
described,
love you.
what you described is exactly what the psychology theory of flow talks about.
Okay.
Right? In that flow theory, they say when you are having this mindset of deadline, timetables, and things like that, you become a slave. Howsoever, when you put your passion, all your energy into things that you're doing, invest in yourself, time dissolves. And you enjoy each and every moment of life. And this is what makes you truly happy. Thought finds a word and creates one as well. For people who are always in the grip of deadlines, I've seen multiple students of mine who make beautiful plans. But when it comes to their execution, there is always a mismatch because they're making plans in such a way that there's so many things on their plate, they can't do everything. They talk about, sir, I'm not able to manage time as such. Always, what I say to them is, on your plate, keep simple things. On a daily basis, if you're reading only some 20 to 30 pages, that in itself is also fine, but enjoy those 20 to 30 pages so that any question which is asked based on that, be it in prelims, mains, or interview, you will be able to crack it. When that happens, everything starts to move in a flow, in a smooth manner, and this gets you the kind of success that you want in an automatic way. Right? And time stands still. Sir, I'm going to ask you a personal question now. Have you experienced any such moments in your life where time stood still, sir? A personal question as such.
Time standing still.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe in my last attempt, when I didn't make into the final list. So I felt that moment, I like froze, right? Like I was clueless. What to do next? What to plan next? Right. So from that angle, I can relate to time standing still moment kind of stuff. But time getting dissolved after those failures and all, I have experienced this dissolution of time multiple times. But time standing still, like I think, like what is your interpretation of time standing still?
Sir, if I take the analogy of Bollywood movies, when there's a girl who smiles, in the background you will hear violin happening and time stands still for some people. I was trying to ask you a question in that particular direction, sir.
No, I sensed it actually. But again, maybe it happens while watching a beautiful movie, but not in the real time. Married and I have 2 kids.
For me, sir,
So whenever I look at my wife, time stands still.
wow, sir.
Yes.
I think if madam is watching it, probably she'll be blushing.
Yeah. For her also, time will stand still, in that moment.
So, when you ask me, in the last few podcasts, we have spoken about hobbies, and one of the hobbies that I like is to travel. And for me, nature has always been a thing of mystery that captivates my attention. In my life, the place where time stands still is being atop the Kodochadri Mountains and just observing the music of the wind as such, the playful dance, the rhythm of clouds and everything, and all this fog. And there, nothing matters at that point in time. The career doesn't matter, the relationship doesn't matter, and time stands still where you feel yourself, each and every cell in your body, you feel it. That kind of moments, unfortunately, we are not able to create in our life for a larger period of time,
So
because
there is another interpretation of it, time standing still. Suddenly I recalled, because when you mentioned traveling, so I remember visiting, Aivode Pattatkallu, Beluru
Badami, yes,
temples.
yes, sir.
So when you see the most beautiful sculptures, so the time has frozen there, the glorious moments that used to be there, during the reign of the kings and queens. So it is, the time is still there, you can see the time standing still very perfectly. So you mentioned that we are not able to recreate, those moments. So from the perspective of individual sense, what you are saying, that is true. From the perspective of societal sense, we are not able to recreate those moments, in the history which we had in the past. Right. So that is also true. Like, it holds true for both the aspects.
So can I say that the reason why we are not able to master or be mindful about the time is because we are not fully in the moment? That's one thing. And the second thing is, we are so much in the grip of this career growth and things like that, we miss out on the small little things of life, and time feels more like a burden than as your best friend.
No, we are not collectively creating, certain cultural elements nowadays. We celebrate something, fest and all. It's all superficial. But coming together collectively, creating something timeless, something eternal. As we talked about a
So
sculpture.
you spoke about Beluru, Halebeedu, Somnathpura. Since I teach art and culture, I have to talk about the sculptures over there, because when you look at some of the sculpture, you can find the kind of love that Vishnuvardhana had for his queen. You can find the kind of time, patience that the sculptor took to paint those madanikas, the kind of emotions on their faces, the grace in the way they stand. And if you look at art and culture paper this time around, there was this one question about the Chandelas
Chandela,
of yes. Even UPSC is focusing on that. But when we look at our kids, they become so much engrossed in their UPSC preparation that these small little details, it usually does not come in their mind.
So maybe we can argue like this: the way people of those times, the way they perceived time and looked at time, was to make time more of a eternal thing, in a way that they wanted to whatever cultural elements they had at that time, they wanted to make it eternal, timeless. So today it is all fleeting in nature. It is not like living in the moment also. Right. So it is so much stressful, so much tension around everything. Somewhere it is so much self-centered, selfish today. Right. So now I want to just make use of whatever I have right now. Right. I don't want to create something. So it is not allowing people to come together and create for the eternity. Right, for the future generations. So we are exploiting, we are depleting everything, and all this consumerist attitude, materialistic attitude. So I think the way we value time today is more of a self-centered and materialistic way than the way the people in the past looked at the time, I think.
So that's quite beautiful, because there was this philosopher Seneca, Stoic philosopher, who said the problem is not that we have less time. That's okay, that's fine. Having less time is fine on this planet. However, how we utilize this less time, that is where the real problem is. People, when they're pursuing their selfish concerns as such, when they're unable to create a work, they're unable to create a legacy which is timeless, the timeless legacy that you spoke about in Beluru, Halebeedu, Somnathpura. Sir, is there any other artistic work where you felt that the timeless nature of work was captured beautifully there? Any other artistic works, sir?
So artistic, I'm so much passionate about temples and sculptures, and especially any, like, wherever I go to, whenever I think about Hampi, for example, right? Hampi in itself, the entire Hampi. For that matter, even when I go to Chitradurga also, so Chitradurga Fort, many people haven't visited. It is one of the most beautiful places, all beautiful temples, forts, and everything. When it comes to painting per se, or even a movie or something, a movie is also, I think, movie is kind of pinnacle, when it comes to capturing something, right? So you see movements there, you see moments there, right? It is all captured. You have emotions. If there is a movie from 1950s or 60s, right, or 1970s or 80s, the culture of that time, the attitude of that time, right? So the way people behaved, the conducted, all those moments, in most artistic way, it is all captured and kept for eternity. So there is one movie, Wall-E.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So Wall-E, there is this robot, Wall-E robot. So he keeps watching video of
The past.
where people
Where
are dancing.
on Earth
and
there was a lot of
enjoying
life. Yes, sir.
life and everything. So, so that is also, as you said, it's a kind of timeless work uh, from the perspective of future generations, right? So I'm not able to recall any paint because I see Vincent Van Gogh paintings, Rembrandt paintings, Michelangelo paintings. I've seen, I have admired everything, and also Picasso paintings, M.F. Hussain paintings, right? So I've seen and I have these coffee table books also. But maybe I haven't developed that sense of appreciating the painting per se, because they're too abstract for. I'm not that intelligent to interpret and these things. But when it comes to sculptures, I lose myself. When you go and visit the temple, suddenly my imagination, how the kings and queens were roaming around, how the common people were roaming around, how the priests were working here, the sculptors, the people who created them, how much patience they had. I went to Badami. So Badami, if you go and watch all the the cave carvings and sculptures and all, and their names are also Koli Mancha. There is this name, I remember, seeing that name, and suddenly you are taken. It's a time travel also. You are taken to the past. Suddenly you lose yourself in the glorious past, and you start imagining how the way of life used to be.
And the most beautiful thing about artistic works, when we talk about the simple Tandava Shiva sculpture as well, the message that is hidden in that Tandava Shiva, when he's kicking away something from his left leg, he's kicking away this Maya or illusion. And if you look at his right leg, he is stomping on something called as Apasmara. Now, when we come under the grip of temporary things, when we come under the grip of ignorance, we tend to misuse time. We become slaves to time, and that eternal, timeless nature, we lose sight of.
We can deduce something like this. I think it is our art and culture that adds value to time. Right.
So the irony here is, sorry to interrupt you, sir. The irony here is, art and culture is such a subject that many students don't focus on it at all.
I get angry at this. Okay, see, you want to become an IAS officer, first learn to value the culture, the tradition, that appreciate the art and culture. I mean, so that is when you will develop perspectives.
And that is when I think cultured mind really comes into picture.
Yeah, exactly, and that is when you develop values like empathy, gratitude. So I think only when you are aware of your past, right, in all its whatever it is, good or bad, whatever it is. So I think then you will value the current moment and keep everyone who is part of these moments.
So you were talking about paintings. I'm sorry, sir. When you spoke about art and culture, a part of me felt so happy.
Yes.
When you talk about paintings, sir, we have Mona Lisa, her smile. When we talk about Vincent Van Gogh, we also have paintings over there where subjects are smiling. And if you look at UPSC, there are essay topics. Smile is the chosen vehicle for all ambiguities. And when I look at most of the people who write essays for this, it is more from a Buddha's point of view. They rarely bring all these artistic things where there is so much of richness and where they can build their originality as such. So for those students who are listening to this, what is your suggestion, sir? And not attending art and culture classes as such only, but how to develop this artistic bent of mind.
The way I look at art, what I want to tell aspirants, we have to, as I said, appreciate art, not for the sake of the art. It is something that gives a meaning to our existence in a way that what is the purpose? Why am I here? only when you create something, something eternal and timeless. So that is when the very existence of our being, has certain meaning, value. And also, I have seen that, when you actually deeply get involved in understanding, the history, art, culture of everything. So the way you look at the society, the way you interact within the society, the way you treat people. So I think there is lots of empathy to it, and there is also lots of purpose to it. Also, purpose in the sense that we can all come together and do something. This collectivism, the value of fraternity. So I think you'll start deeply. You won't become so much self-centered also. So I have this passion for keep looking at Egyptian civilization and their hieroglyphics and arts, especially the Tutankhamun, right? The prince. So his tomb was totally preserved, and I've seen National Geography documentaries. So I think his name is Howard Carter or someone. I think the one who opened for the first time, the British archaeologist. And now in Delhi, when I went to Khan Market, so there is this bookshop, famous bookshop. What is its name? So I forgot. So there I happened to see a coffee table book on Tutankhamun. So it's the beautifully carved, the gold mask. Right? So I bought it and I kept it in my home. So one day my son, Vihan, he's 7 years old. So he was just asking, like, what mask is this? We buy masks for kids. So now here is a very beautiful gold and all. So I told him it is a Tut. So it is shortly called as Tutankhamun. So it is Tutankhamun's mask. So and then I opened, I showed, there is this pyramid and these were mighty kings in the Egyptian civilization. And during their time, they achieved a supreme, highest level of artistic expressions or traditions. So it is all purely made up of gold and all. And then he was like, show me the real life, real Tutankhamun, the prince. He suddenly became very curious about, Tutankhamun. Now in YouTube you show me Tutankhamun. So I showed the mummy part. So the mummy is all dried and, all the moisture soaked up. You have the mummy picture. He was like disappointed. It is not Tutankhamun. You show me. So then, fortunately, now AI has recreated, the original Tutankhamun. There are two versions. One limping. So some people say his body was deformed.
He had some disease.
Some disease or something. There is another interpretation. No, he was very handsome prince and all. I showed him both. Now the point here is that I was able to take my son to the past and make him appreciate, make him more curious. So now he would have learned so many things in the process of knowing. So now he talks about anybody who comes, his friend come, will say Tutankhamun coffee table. So now he is transmitting that knowledge. He's making others curious. So I think now you as an UPSC aspirant, now when you appreciate these things, when you become an officer tomorrow, when you talk about not only our past, our art, the art of the world and everything. So I think you are sensitizing people also. Who we are, who we used to be.
And the quality of thinking improves a lot.
Exactly.
So when you spoke about this anecdote of you and your son and the role of Tut in it, many people, I'm not just saying with respect to art and culture, many people with respect to even history as such, they do not appreciate the past as much as they should. They do not respect the time. And what happens when you do not respect your history? UPSC itself has told, history first repeats itself as a tragedy, then as a farce. And there are other associated topics as well. For instance, history does not repeat itself, but man does. When man does not have any respect for the past and he is not learning the best lessons, we go in a direction where we are not supposed to go. And the human civilization, I think, will get stuck, or maybe it will move at a snail pace. What do you think? So can we bring this point in the essay perspective as well?
Definitely. Historical. You cannot discuss time without discussing about history. History is all about timeline. History is all about a chronological order of events. And again, there is subjective interpretation of all these events. There are controversies associated with all these events. The way we look at events and people associated with events, the places associated with the events. So over a period of time, they gain significance because of various developments within the society, various movements, revolutions, various reinterpretations. So understanding of history is extremely important. But so again, what is the role of time in it? There is a timeline for everything. So we had revolutions, we had world wars, we had historical events. And then there is this sense of belonging, when we talk about history, there is a sense of identity when you talk about history. So is there a relationship between time and identity? Is there a relationship between time and belonging to that time or belonging to that region? Time and region, there is also, I think, another UPSC topic I'm not able to remember. It is between time and geography, history and geography. I mean,
geography determines history, the contours of history.
Something like this.
I'm unable to recall the exact words.
Yeah. So the relationship between time and geography, right? And what is the place of us, humans, when you talk about time, geography, time, past, and everything?
I watched a video that I was doing in terms of essay, and there was one person from a different part of the world who had commented on it. And the interesting part is, when I read the comment, it made me think. And he has commented for various videos of yours as well, sir. When I saw his comment, at one point in time, we were all same. But just because of a boundary was drawn, at that moment, we became different. Just because of a boundary line as such, are we becoming total strangers altogether? Do you think that bond as such will dissolve just by drawing some artificial boundary?
With respect to geography or with respect
to you bought geography and time as such.
Right.
India and Pakistan at one point in time we were same. Howsoever, when partition happened and we celebrated our Independence Day, the thousands of years of bond, the shared history as such, people tend to not appreciate it. People tend to just focus on the present times. Maybe some of the people look into it in a very animalistic ways. And are we not wasting our time in the process?
So again, that is this dimension of power, this dimension of identity here. So you want to create a sense of nationalism, belonging to such a particular entity or something. So again, that has its own political motives here. Right. So you're creating boundary in order to divide maybe two cultures or civilizations. So not for the purpose of furthering the humanity or humanity's cause. So it is basically you are furthering narrowing down. Right. Here you are not valuing time. You are not valuing the past. So everything that we created in the process of series of moments in the history. So you are basically you are destroying the very value of time. When you create a boundary, because together we would have done so much. Coming together, we would have added more value to time. Right.
Absolutely, sir. And here I have to explicitly mention, I love my country, but that doesn't prevent me from critically thinking what could have been. Just because I spoke about the past of India, Pakistan, and why we need to be together, that doesn't make me an anti-national as such. There are some people
who
might...
There is nothing anti-national about it. The thing is, some people will be happy. These people are talking about Akhand Bharat. That is another perspective. The partition would have been prevented also. We would have been a very big nation. That is good for everyone. But we are talking from the perspective of human values.
Yeah, exactly.
Human history and the human future. So we are talking about time here. So the relationship between time and the geographical boundary, can it stop the time? Right. So again, see, doesn't matter how much we talk about time. Time, I think, it is in the relation to what we create. So if you don't create, time doesn't exist. It can be a memory in your head. It can be a memorial outside something. It can be sculpture or whatever it is. I think only when you create something, I think that is when the time takes shape, and then that is when time becomes reality. So without creating anything, I think, one might counter me. So we were creating a boundary. Creation of boundary is also time. No. So creation of boundary is pausing the time. It's stopping the time.
Yeah, absolutely, sir. Because when you look at the kind of lives that we have lost, these are innocent lives which should not have been lost. And having a conversation about it does not necessarily make us be in a group that usually society brands them in a negative way, anti-national, secular, prostitute, and things like that. But when you spoke about Vihan and the kind of interactions that you have, this type of quality time is not something that many people are able to give to their children, or maybe teachers are unable to give that quality time to their students, because we all are chasing privileges. We all are chasing meeting our deadlines as such, completing the syllabus and everything. And in this process, do you think, is there any meaning that we truly gain, or it just becomes a very mechanical sort of life?
No, there is no meaning, absolutely. So as we talked about, it is all about memories and all. I think it is those moments. So whenever I go outside Bangalore and travel, my biggest craving, is not come to Bangalore and eat some food or anything. It is to spend quality time with the family, wife and children, especially with the children. Again, spending quality time with the children, it is not merely playing with something. It is watching them grow. It is watching them argue. Watching them come up with new sentences, new questions. Watching them, becoming more curious. And when you spend those moments with them, so they are rest in your memory. They become part of your memory. So when I grow old, so I think the fondest memories will be the memories of you playing with the children or something. And I think that is when you value the time. So there was this TED talk, I remember, when they grow old, and when they're bedridden and when they're taking some kind of care. So many people were interviewed. It is a Harvard study. There's this video on YouTube, TED talk. So what is the most valuable thing that is important for you, when you are about to die, that you would have done something or something. So one thing was it is about the quality time spent with the people who they loved, right? The quality of relationships. So I think the time should be used to build quality relationships. The time should be used to spend quality time with the people we love most.
We care for.
Yeah, we care for. Instead of spending the time chasing
Money.
and you can build new relations also. There is nothing wrong in chasing money, chasing goal, as long as it is ethical and legal.
And it should be balanced as such.
It can be balanced also. So I'm in perfect harmony with. I believe, so perfect harmony with everything. I'm enjoying my goals. I'm enjoying this talk. I'm enjoying. I enjoy interaction with students. Enjoy interaction with strangers. When I travel to new places, observe and everything. So I think over a period of time, so when you really start understanding, the nature of time, it's not understanding nature of time because you have less time, right? As I discussed, going with the flow. So once you understand everything, from the perspective of, keep moving, keep flowing. So I think that is when every moment becomes precious and, valuable.
Sir, I remember you once telling me that when your kids were young, you used to take a small video of them growing up, and you wanted to make a collage of all these videos and gift it to them when your children will grow up.
Yeah, like for example, Vihan, I have almost every day I've taken whenever I'm here, nearly 80,000 photos. 80,000 photos. He's around 7 years old, 7.5 years old. So I wanted to capture, I used to have that regret, our childhood, we didn't have camera, we didn't have, so anyone to take photos or, capture moments. So now when they grow up, I want to show them, this is how you used to talk. This is how you used to walk. This is how you used to quarrel with us. This is how you used to quarrel with your brother. This is how he used to argue with us. This is how much you are intelligent, right? And this is how much you are creative, when you are doing something. And he was your friend. This is how you used to play with your friends. He may lose those friends. They may move apart from another place. So when we show that again, he is time travel. He's taken back to his fondest memories, and then when you refresh those memories, so you are refreshing him. You are rebooting him also. So the goodness within him, it is recharged. Something like that.
Sir, I'm going to give you a contextual question. If there was an option, let us say there is God in front of you and he says, I'm going to give you the option of going back, rewinding. Will you take that option, sir?
Yeah, I mean, if that option is there, definitely I would love to go back. Go back and
Change few things or?
Yeah, because I'm a more mature individual. I'm not sure. I mean, if this maturity, if I go back 10 years into the past or 20 years into the past, this maturity, would it be suitable in that moment of time? It would have changed, course of things, the kind of decisions, the kind of the way we interacted with people, the way we treated people, some of them in our lives. How it would have been different, I'm not sure, but I feel yes, I would take a chance.
So that is so exactly true, because the importance of today, we will not be understanding now. The importance of today, we might be understanding 10 years down the line. So the people who are there with us as of now, when you spend quality time with them, when you build relations, strong relations, 10 years down the line, you might not have regrets about it. And when you just told, yes, probably I would want that rewind option, I want to go back to the past. There is this essay topic in 2025. The years teach us much than the days does. And that's exactly true, because every day we are trying to pursue our goals, our aspirations, and things like that. We are in a race. And you have the Three Idiots movie where the principal says, if you do not come first, kuchal jaoge tum. In this type of world, how do you manage that? Because that is also important. But at the same time, enjoying the small little nice things that we have been having a conversation. It might be arts, quality time with the family. How do we manage these things, sir? How do we find that balance?
So again, you can find balance only by valuing the present moments. So there is no balancing like your aspiration, goal, and the way you want to enjoy moment or anything. For example, I keep traveling nowadays. Sometimes there is purpose, there is no purpose. I don't think about the purpose. If at all, for example, if you are invited to a college to give a speech, right? Now, after 10 years, it will all add up. Series of those events will add up in a way that will make me more famous, will make me more confident, more mature, more leader-like, more opportunities and everything, right? But in this moment, I'm not sure how it is going to manifest, how it is going to add up in the future. But all I should be doing is that instead of trying to balance or anything, living that moment, trying to give your best, do the best as much as you can. And sometimes we fail also. I think that is also part. So earlier when you were asking about if you would go back to time, so if at all someone wants to go back to time, it is for two purposes largely. One, because we will have certain regrets and guilt currently. We would like to amend, we would like to set it right.
Absolutely.
That is one purpose. True. The second purpose, to relive fondest memories. Right, the best moments in our lives, something 3-4 moments we will remember maybe. So you may go back and relive those memories, recreate those memories. I think this is to so can we do that now? Right, having the awareness of this, that it would have been like this, I should have been like this, I shouldn't have done something like that. So in the moment, on the go, we can actually make amends and everything. So then the question of balancing won't come. It will all add up, right? Your goal. Doesn't matter you want to come first or last or anything. So I think in the end, you are going to be definitely successful. Connecting the dots.
Absolutely, sir. Sir, I feel when people in the present times don't race against time, when they see life as a dance in the rain, maybe what you just said, managing things all around, will become a reality. When we always are racing against time to meet deadlines, to meet certain projects, assignments, and things like this, to build a home by 35, to retire by 45, and things of that particular sort, we tend to lose out on what is the most important thing. And you spoke about investing in yourself at any given point in time, and that too more importantly in the present. You need to invest in your hobbies as such. And I came across a student of ours, an OJP student, who told me, sir, on a weekly basis I attend singing classes, I attend yoga classes, and I attend music classes as well. And the question she asked me was, sir, should I stop attending these classes because I have to pursue my UPSC as well? I told her, no, do what you're doing as of now, and when the exams are nearby, maybe you can take a small sabbatical as such, because this is not going to come back again.
Definitely. Even I would recommend the same thing. So I have seen there is some kind of a universal truth here. When people are too ambitious, too aspirational, even without ambition, if they're too much talented. So I've seen people who achieve so much in a very short duration of time, they die fast. So you see the history, it can be Alexander, it can be Vivekananda.
And there are some artists like John Keats as well.
John Keats, some philosophers, they died at a very early age. Maybe there was nothing else to achieve for them, maybe during their times, I'm not sure. But I keep asking this question, why?
Maybe they did not enjoy their life in the moment, in the present, maybe.
Maybe they some people, you say some people, they are far ahead of their times. Right? So they are far ahead of their times in their thinking. It happened with, Turing, Alan Turing also, for example. Right? So with respect to his individual preferences, his talent and everything. So there have been people whom we label them, they were far ahead of their times. I think they die early. I mean, they die fast. So which means I think we should live in the moment. Be talented, create something in the moment. I mean, don't overthink. Don't be like too over ambitious. Don't try to race ahead of the time. Go with the time, maybe.
And this is quite interesting, sir, because even in philosophy, you have belief such as time heals. Time can wound you, but at the same time, it can also heal you. It's just that you need to have some patience in life, and you have to embrace each and every failure or opportunities you get in life. So my question to you is this. 10 years ago or 15 years ago, I was not the same. As I have aged, I have gained wisdom with regards to the time that I have, with the limited amount of time I have on this planet. Can we, at a very young age, build that wisdom in our kids, in our children, about respecting time in the truest manner possible, like we have discussed in the last couple of minutes? Is it possible, or is it a very impractical task as such?
I think it is possible, not by disciplining them, not by telling them, not by warning them again and again. I think by living in that manner in front of them. The way you want, I mean, you want them to value time, respect time. So we have to do that. Again, not by, being on time or anything. That is one aspect of it. But again, it is living in the moment, creating the best moments possible. I think from that perspective, I think we can make them. See, ultimately, it is all about inculcating good values in them, making them good individuals. So when you become good individual, doesn't matter time and everything, right? So you are harmless, you are useful to the society, everyone values you, everyone values your friendship. So I think we will go on adding more time to you, to your life also, to your goals also. So you will be able to do much more than you are able to do, I think. So the focus should be more on making them good individuals.
Yes, sir. To add to that, apart from making them good individuals, we also have to make them appreciate things in life. What privileges or resources that they have, making them spend some time with nature, making them spend time with people from different strata of the society, making them spend some time playing sports. When all these things comes into the picture, they will have the necessary confidence to go ahead in life. No matter what challenges come, they know at the end of the day they can overcome it. That is the thing. So time is not a renewable resource. You cannot replenish time. Now, as we are living, as of now, in the present moment, when it has become so busy, rushed life and everything, what do you think is the greatest danger with this type of living?
The type of living where?
We are rushing, we are always busy, where we are not valuing time because it's not a renewable resource.
So the greatest danger is dying at the age of 40.
And these days it is happening.
It's happening. So much stress builds into you.
Mhm.
I think the way universe is created.
Mhm.
I think who created, how it was created, I'm not sure.
Mhm.
I mean, we should have a sense of some minimum intelligence to appreciate
Mhm.
the things around us.
Mhm.
Everything has a end.
Mhm.
Everything has an end.
Mhm.
Death is the ultimate reality. Death is the ultimate
Death
truth.
and time are the greatest equalizers.
They're greatest equalizers.
Mhm.
So, I think we have to go at the speed of
Mhm.
how everything is around us. The way it is created,
Mhm.
right? The nature doesn't rush,
It
right?
takes its time.
It takes its own time. The tree grows
Mhm.
in its own pace,
True.
right? The flowers and the fruits,
Mhm.
right? The breeze, the wind, and everything. They have their own pace.
Mhm.
So I think when we value time, it should be in relation to
Mhm.
the nature's creation around us.
Mhm.
So only when we feel that when we value that we are also part of this the creation.
Mhm.
In synchronization with everything that is in harmony with everything.
Nirvana in its own way, sir.
Yeah. So I think that is when we will calm down, we slow down.
Mhm.
Right. So that is when we become complete, I think.
Mhm.
So otherwise you are incomplete. I think it is because you feel that you are incomplete.
Mhm.
Right. So that is when you are rushing to do something.
Mhm.
So I think it all takes, too much population, too much of competition around us,
Mhm.
too many social expectations, too many norms.
Mhm.
Uh,
And many distractions as of now these days
Many
compared to
distractions.
20 or 30 years before.
Yeah, again, I was thinking from technological viewpoint, we are capturing every moment in real time nowadays,
Mhm.
right? Everyone,
Mhm.
the podcast, right? So it is getting recorded. It will be put on YouTube. It is going to be there forever,
Mhm.
as long as the servers and hard disks exist on the planet,
Mhm.
right? So everyone is into this now. We have social media.
Mhm.
We want to capture every moment. Even I am doing that.
Mhm.
So if I go to a function, I need to post it.
Mhm.
So otherwise what is happening, I have this fear, people will think I'm inactive. I'm not doing anything,
Mhm.
right? How will they come to know if I'm doing something? So it has to be posted.
Mhm.
So it's kind of fear of missing out or something like that. So I think everyone in this race of doing something. So there are people who who rush to do something,
Mhm.
to create those moments, to post those moments as reels or something, to become more influencers. I think that is bad. That is negative.
Mhm. So, the one question that students ask almost on a daily basis is how to manage time. What is your answer to them, sir? Keeping this podcast in mind.
Okay, so managing time. I cannot. I don't want to give philosophical time. Such a philosophical answer to this question.
Mhm.
So I keep wondering. Like we all have 24 hours
Mhm.
in a day,
Mhm.
right? And then when I ask people how many hours you study, they say 8 hours,
Mhm.
maybe 10 hours, and then you're still left with 14 hours,
Mhm.
right? So now in the 14 hours, okay, you are sleeping for 8 hours.
Mhm.
And then you still have got 6 more hours,
Mhm.
right? So 6 more hours.
Mhm.
So studying for 10 hours, still you have got 6 hours more.
Mhm.
So during those 6 hours, what are you going to do?
Mhm.
Taking some rest,
Mhm.
exercising, maybe pursuing your hobby, eating, walking, or something like that. So I think that is all part of time management.
Mhm.
Now, when you say time management for what?
Mhm.
Preparing for the UPSC exam,
Mhm.
keeping yourself healthy. What is the priority here?
Mhm.
Time management to prepare effectively for the competitive exam.
Mhm.
Time management to live a healthy life.
Mhm.
Time management to live a sane life.
Mhm.
mental healthness also matters. So I think we should bring everything together.
And in terms of time management, to add on to what you said, they have to minimize their distractions. For example, let us say they're going on a trip or anything, they're going to a temple, they are observing the sculptures as such. Observe the sculpture first. Then you can always take a photo with it and post it on your social media and things like that.
Correct.
Just be in the moment, do the small little deadlines you give yourself, and also invest in your own happiness. Once you do that, I think even if time is moving on, even though you cannot replenish it, the regrets that you will have will be limited as such.
So I think we have this inner urge to capture time, in real time, right? So make it stand still, and also keep it in your memory permanently by taking photo or anything, because subconsciously we value time. If this moment is lost, we're not going to get it back. So I think we have this inner urge to. I think the same urge should be there in while preparing for the exam also. This moment is precious.
Exactly, so true. Exactly.
Right? Capture it. Do maximum. Use that moment. To the maximum possible. Store in your memory or whatever. So I think it is just a perspective.
And as we're sitting here, probably this video would be around 45 minutes long, I guess. Many people, the moment they see the duration of the video as such, they tend to feel a little bit away from it. They tend to be not wanting to see it. On the other hand, the same people will be watching YouTube shorts continuously for a much, much larger point in time. And that doesn't
For
make
1
much...
hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, they will watch reels. And in the end, they won't remember anything. They will not be able to recall any reel.
Exactly, sir. And if you do not, for me, the greatest danger of not living your life, not respecting time as such is, it's not a meaningful life. It doesn't have any values as such. And that is where I think people should change. So, at the end of this video, I'm going to ask you a scientific question since you're a man of science. There are certain people who are working on time travel. They want time travel to be possible. And there are certain people who have said that time travel has already happened by some individuals. They have all these conspiracy theories and everything. Do you believe in this time travel concept? Do you want it to be a reality as such?
No, I watched a video where theoretically it is possible now.
I think it was Brian Cox or something like that.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly.
Yes,
He himself. So he's one of the individuals who explains any complex.
In the most simplest way.
Yeah, right. In the most passionate way.
True.
I think he said theoretically we have solved that problem of time traveling. We just have to create it. I think with quantum mechanics, the understanding of all the quantum world. So in the future, the quantum computing and everything coming together, I think they will be able to create something of that sort. So if that happens, yes, I would like to travel back to
What is that one moment you want to travel back to, sir?
Oh, Egyptian civilization. I want to go back there and I want to observe and experience. Because pyramid still, it's a mighty creation. I still wonder, how they created, and there are so many conspiracy theories. Aliens created, something like that. And also, I watched Interstellar. So then there is this, tesseract in the black hole they create, and through time and gravity. Using the watch, again the time. So through gravitation, he sends the Morse code to solve, to give our equation to solve the problem of, interstellar habitation, living in some other entity, right? So the future beings created the tesseract, and that is what they say, right? Somebody in the future they created for, it is a fourth or fifth dimension they created. So I think all these, the scientific and technology, these are all going to become reality.
What is one advice that you want to give to the students who are listening, to the viewers who are listening, how to respect and utilize time so that Vikshit Bharat and the ambitions behind Amrit Kal is a reality, as per you, sir? One greatest advice.
I think every moment should be spent to empower oneself, to become more creative, to become more ambitious, to become more skillful.
And one extra addition, empathetic and compassion. If that happens, I think India can do great many wonders.
Correct. So I think that we already discussed in the past, like, I mean, valuing time is also becoming, becoming more valuable, inculcating values of empathy.
Building capacity at a cultural and collective level.
Correct. I mean, I think that is fundamental, becoming compassionate, empathetic. So that is when your creativity is useful to the mankind. That is when your skills are going to be useful for everyone. So good.
If one thing is true about time, is that time is not renewable. Don't live too much in the past, and don't live in the mystery and uncertainties of the future. Be in the moment. And in this moment, please do not rush. Enjoy each and every moment. Enjoy this dance in the rain, because all of us, we are on a limited data plan on this planet. And remember, at the end of the day, it is not the number of days that you live that count, but rather the quality of the days, the quality of time that you spend on this planet, that counts a lot more. We had a lot of fun in providing you with this discussion. We hope you had similarly. And whatever points we have discussed in terms of some psychological references, flow theory, for instance, in terms of certain scientific theories, time travel and everything, please do bring it in your essay topics. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.